And hello everybody, welcome back to Spiritcraft, and we're over here at Spawn, and I figured I would go ahead and start um, the server tour, and so I figured the best place to start would be here at Spawn, and I'll try to give a little bit of background of what, things that went on. If you guys saw the series early on, you'll know how a lot of this came to be, but yeah. So we'll start here at the main house, or the main spawn endpoint, the main building. As you can see, we have a beacon here with the dragon egg, that we took care of that, and it's not complete all the way down with iron and stuff, but we've been working on getting that filled up. We have all of our rules over here, and over here you can see we have miscellaneous stuff that we just put in to let people know. The building here was originally done by Leesmith, with some insight and help from myself, Wish, and Kodoko-chan, who probably this would not have been completed if it wasn't for the two of them, because they gathered a lot of the supplies for this. I know I went and gathered pretty much all the quartz that was used in this building. And yeah, so we did a lot of the supplies gathering, and then Lee Smith did the main part of the build, and then I kind of helped him here and there. So that's who did the spawn building here, and we'll take a look around. As you can see, there's 4 different colors on each direction here, so that you can kind of use those as things to remember, which way is which. So we've got red, yellow, blue, and green for each of the different types of gems here. We were going to put a diamond, but we figured lapis would work. And at the time we didn't really have diamonds to waste on a block for that. I'll take a little peek from the view outside here so you guys can see it. There's a tree here that does take from the view a little bit, but not too much. So if we come back here, we'll just hop up on this for a second. Okay, so you can kind of see a nice view of the front here. Came out to be a pretty nice build in my opinion. It was well done, and yeah, you can see the beacon shoots out through the top there. And out front here we have a small park area that Kodoko-chan built. We have a small sign here that says Spawn Park and Fishing Pond Area by Kodoko-chan. And this little pond here was not originally here, and she put it in. Little fireplace. We have a fountain over here that she put in, and it flows out into a little river-like area, or whatever you want to call this. Then there's some little pathways that go over the top with seating areas on all 4 sides, and you have your little bridges, like I said. Different trees here that were just grown up. They were grown, they weren't originally there, so we put those in. On each of the street areas here we have these little lamps that I set up with the detector, so that you can they light up at night, and it lights up the streets pretty well. We have the public cookie plantation, aka the wheat and cocoa bean farm, where you can either make bread or you can make cookies between the two of them. Lee Smith did this. He did the design for it. So that's what's out front. And then we'll go back behind here real quick, and I will show you guys what's in the back. Well, let's take a little step up here real quick. There's a second floor to this that not a lot of people tend to see very often. I don't know why that's there. I'm going to have to check that out. If you come up this way, you'll see that you can get a good view of the second floor and the roof. There's a balcony that goes around the top here where it's all lit up nicely, and you get a really nice view of the spawn area. And then you've got the top piece of the building. So if we go down this way and go around back like we were going to look, You can see back here that there is a tree farm. That's a public tree farm for people to use. And then over on this side we have the Nether portal entrance to the Nether hub, and the Prank Wars sign for all the people who have signed up for Prank Wars, and then the names on the back. So we'll go to each house here momentarily and take a look at each house. So I guess we'll go back out front and we'll just kind of make a round of the entire place and kind of show off what's what. Most of the roads were done by me. I just kind of plotted off each area and let each person pick where they wanted to be, first come, first serve. Some people haven't really done a whole lot, if anything. Others have put nice buildings and stuff. But I try to get people to come back and do them, but it's not like enforced or anything. It's not a real big deal. I appreciate it because it kind of gives a little life to Spawn. But Bad Zed did a little spot here where he was testing out a little like PvP type cactus theme, and basically what it was is you would get up top here, one person would enter from one side, another from the other side, and you could PvP up on the top here, and if you fell in between the cactus, and pretty much that was the end of it, because there would be no way to get out. So he had a little potato farm here, and this little house, which he asked me if he could build it originally, and I was like, well, he says, well, I'm going to do this thing underneath yet. And I know he hasn't finished it, but I'm going to kind of show you guys what he was working on. If you go down below here, you can actually see that he had another secret entrance here. And he plans on making this into like a bigger area eventually. But yeah, he just hasn't been able to come back and work on it, which hoping to see each person come back and finish their places. So, and I apologize if you guys can hear the dog whimpering in the background. She's been itching like crazy. For those of you that follow the streams and stuff, you know that she's had fleas, and we're getting her groomed soon. But yeah, over this way we have Rural Miner's plot, which I don't think that he's probably gonna be back. I don't know what's going on with that, so that's on hiatus at the moment. Over here we have, let's see, whose sign is this? This is Squeakers. So he's still yet to build anything on his plot, so I'll have to remind him. Over here we had a little palm tree / beach type thing, and you can see Leesmith was wanting to do like a Christmas in June type thing. It never really went off for much. I think it was more because people were still filtering in and getting on the server, and I don't think the word got out for it very well. But it was a nice idea, and it made a nice little area here. This is going to be the area we use for like the different holidays, so pretty soon we'll be redecorating this area for probably something like Halloween or something like that, so we can show that off. This area back here was the Founding Home National Monument is what we called it, and I had told people not to touch anything, mainly because this is the actual first place that we set up. We found this little cave here, and we just set up base here while we worked on Spawn and everything. And so this was our first little spot. And yeah, so we each had our own little bedroom. This was for me and Wish, and then over here was Lee and Kuroko-chan, and then over here was Sonoko and Aqua when they got on the server and helped. And then Camel had his little bed of loneliness up here in the front. But yeah, it worked out fairly well. We still use it for different things, for smelting nether brick and all kinds of different stuff. So back up in here, we used to have an enchanting room that was here, but we took it out because we took it down so that we could use, give out parts and pieces. Because when all the supplies was gathered and things were split up, we kind of split them up between those that worked for Spawn, and so things were given out. We had another farm here at one point in time, and we removed it, but I just left a little sign to let people know. The old enchanting room, by the way, is still around here at Spawn. It was saved for people when we're working on Spawn projects. Going down this way was just a little mine shaft, and we did some strip mining for spawn underneath there. So yeah, just little bits and pieces. Thought I'd give you guys some background on that. If we continue around over this way, we have, I believe this is Don's plot, which he had told me he was doing an underground type thing also, and he got all this dug out, which that was a huge, you know, type dig out thing, and he never really got a chance to continue building on it. I think he ended up having some computer problems, and so he wasn't able to continue it. For those of that watch the series, you can see the outside of the arena right here next to his plot. Large arena over there. We'll continue over here, and this is a double plot, kind of. Lee Smith and Kodoko-chan decided to put their plots together, and so there's like a little, I don't know, like a pagoda or whatever this is supposed to be, but it's like a little hut down here, and just a spot for sitting and looking at nature and things like that. And then if we go up here, you can see the main house build that they did, and it goes with the theme that Lee's had for his main town that he's working on at the moment. But we'll take a look over here, kind of walk through the water for a moment. And if we come over this way, you can see the road actually leads into the house. We'll go in here, and you can kind of see the inside. He's got some paintings and stuff put up. He's got, you know, little bookshelves, some storage. Welcome to our humble abode. And yeah, so you can see that there's some stuff around here. Nice seating and table area, and some carpeting here, which this is actually wool. It's not carpeting, because the carpeting, I don't think he had used carpeting up at this point. So and then if we go around this way, you can see one of the newer buildings, which is Smilarn, I want to say. Yeah, Smilarn House Thing. This house is word. But yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. It's like a old ruins type thing, and he's got, like, his main build is kind of based like this too. And I think that this came out really well done for, you know, the type of ruins it's supposed to be. I really like it. Oh, and there's a little area in here. I never saw this before, but this is like a little nook off to the side, I guess. So yeah, I thought that turned out really nice. I don't know if there's another nook over here. Is there? Yeah, there is. Okay. So I never saw this either. This is like a second entrance, and you can see, you know, things are kind of busted up. Oh yeah, it comes in from over there. And so, like, there's this little walkway that goes out and around. And it's really, like, in my opinion, it's simple yet detailed, in my opinion, but done well. So, and then we have a little RV over here. I believe this is Pony Dudes. Yeah, Pony. And so this was his little RV thing that he did. So we'll go, oop, fail. Let's see if we can get in there. There you go. How many times will I fail? Okay. And I know he had something that was set up to where this would only open up at night or something like that. But I'm not sure what all that was. And then there was a book and quill here. We kind of saw this on one of the videos we did previously. But yeah, you can see all the little things there. So I thought that was neat. And then if we head out this way, and I'll be with you in just a sec. If we head out this way, whoa, all kinds of zombies coming up after us. 2 armored zombies. Okay, let's kill these guys real quick. Might give us some arena stuff. Die, 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 die. Die. Nope. Nothing. We'll just leave that there. It'll despawn. So yeah, you can see the lights have come on. It's gotten to be nighttime now. We'll go along the houses here. This back plot I don't believe has been taken yet. Nope, that plot's still available for anybody that decides to, and that ends up joining the server. You can see here, this is Frozzy's area, which I actually like this build. I think it was done well. He's not completely done with it yet. I don't know why the fence post is there, but he's been putting in a nice little flooring here of the clay, and I like it. I think it looks good. And then over on this side, you can see that this is my little trailer home that I did. And you guys have seen it a couple different times, but it just says J-Dog's Double Wide Trailer. My little tribute to Generic B with the pink flamingo out front. And I think it ended up pretty nice. I didn't complete everything underneath. As you guys can see, if we go down a little bit here, there's actually a large dugout area here that I didn't end up completing that. I do want to do something else with it, but I'm not sure what yet. There's Wish. She's here working on her spot. And what do we got? What is this? Oh, Flapinko. I forgot that was put there. But yeah, you can see the little tires on the car or the trailer home. And we decorated on one of the videos or streams, I think it was. I'm not sure. But we have an air conditioner unit, just a little, corner shelving unit. Lots of bushes. Nice little couch here. Television, nice widescreen, stereo system, more bushes. Over here we've got a nice little serving area, I guess you could call it. Sink, stove, refrigerator, which I believe even has food in it. Yep, pork chops. And then we have a little kitchen area. Back here we have the bedroom with another TV, more bushes. Back here is the bathroom, which I still think the toilet turned out kind of weird. It was supposed to be one of those old-fashioned type where it's supposed to look like you pull the chain on the top and it flushes the toilet down below or something like that. I thought it was kind of neat. And then simple shower and another sink. We never really did anything with the upstairs either just yet, but I do want to do something with the little attic up here. Even if it's just putting a bunch of storage up there or something, because I get, that's usually what people have in their attic is storage. Could even turn it into another room maybe. And then we have a little basement here, which this is just storage and furnaces and stuff. We do have more room, and like I said below, or when we looked down below earlier, where this could actually go down into several more floors and just go straight down. And then at the very, very bottom of this, we have a little stone area that I did that almost has a temple theme to it, I want to say. I never really decorated or put anything there, but I'll show you guys what's down there just so you can see. And it actually connects with Wish's place here, which will come up into her place from the basement so that you guys can see how that goes too. So yeah, we dug all this out. This just took forever to dig, and it was just when I first started the server, needed something to do, and so I just decided to dig all the way down to bedrock, and we never quite made it, but almost there. So yeah, you can see this little temple type themed room. I never really figured out what I want to do with it, but yeah, I want to do something with it eventually. And then I have this little walkway that goes between the two rooms, and we're going to decorate this eventually too. We just never figured out how to make it flow from that to that. So this is her little entrance. She's got a ladder here that comes down, and at the base down here she's got a nice farm set up. She's got carrots, potatoes, wheat, more potatoes and carrots, pumpkins, and at the time I don't think she had melons, so she just put nothing but pumpkins down here. Oh, and cocoa beans. So, yeah. So let's head up into her place, if I can not completely fail. And we will go up and take a look up here. And I know this video might run a little long for this first episode, but I figured showing off Spawn is going to take a little while anyways. So yeah. Let's go up through this one. I wanted to give each area a nice little fair thing. So yeah, we have... Why do you have a redstone block in your ceiling, hon? Okay, I'll go look. But yeah, she did a nice little design here on the base, and then over here she's got a lot of storage, and I think it turned out nice. Then we have a staircase that goes up this way. Oh, she's been doing some decorating and stuff up here, so that's cool. Got some bushes, all kinds of good stuff. Okay. But yeah, she decided she was going to do some decorating on her place today, and I figured I'd do a nice spawn tour. So that's all the ones that here in the front. We're going to go ahead and just head straight over from here and start at this house, and we'll go to the one behind it next. So this one here is actually Camel's house. Nice little area he did here. Sparsed out some wheat and just different things like that. And I actually like the design of it if you look at it. I think it turned out well. Nice little clay hut here. Hasn't really done too much on the decorating side on the inside, but there is a second floor, and it's just a nice little nook up here. I think it's cool. You can have a nice view of the rest of the area and everything. And let's shut the door. And we'll take the road around back. It's easier instead of jumping through the yard. So just behind him is, I believe this is Katybug, one of the new members of the server. Just something nice and simple. And I appreciate even if they weren't able to do something real extravagant or anything, like some of the other builds. At least they put something here, which I appreciate. So that was cool. This is some bridging that I did once before. I don't know if it turned out great, but it didn't turn out too bad in my opinion. But I wanted a way, just in case we decided to expand further out that way, for people to be able to get across the bridges and roads and stuff without having to fill everything in. This plot's available. It would be mainly a water plot if anybody chose it. Similar to this one. I don't even know if this one's marked. No. But basically this one would be the same thing if it was available. It would pretty much be a water plot. There would be a little bit of land like right up in here and along the edge here, but not a whole lot to work with. Let's see. Over here we have somebody that just grew trees. Who is this? Gimmick J. Yeah, he hasn't been on the server in a little while. Not sure what happened with him. Same thing with Bear Swag here. But he was getting some resources together and needed dirt, so he got some dirt there. If we go over this way, I know this one actually does not have a sign. I'm going to have to put a sign up for him here in a little bit. But this is actually Sunoco's house. I remember it because he was working on it, and I was talking with him while he was working on it, and it worked out pretty well. My brother, he still hasn't cleaned up. My brother went around and did little dirt pranks, just semi-pranks. But yeah, the ceiling here has pumpkins in it and bushes and everything. And I like the little feel of this. It's got that little bit of a jungle feel, You go around this way, and we'll take a little view from the back here. So yeah, nice little spot. This here is Aqua's. And she ended up with a really nice pond area with a dock here in the back that I think turned out really nice. She got one of the better plots, I think, just because it already had that pond in it. But this is her little Fisher's Retreat Rest Shop. So you can see that it's just a little seating area, spot here. And it says, "This is a fish tank, not a bathtub or place to fish. Please stay out of the water, staff." So that's that one. Next to it we have Seta J, or Setaj. Do not massacre, pranks allowed. He's got his little iron exchange, which I've actually used this a little bit. I've gotten a couple, I believe it was a saddle, some name tags, iron name tags, and maybe a saddle or something like that. But a couple different people have actually used this, and it's not a bad little exchange rate. So you can see here, nope, he picked it up. I had some there that I left him some iron. And this is a nice little spot he's got here. I thought it was neat. And then he's got, order board or whatever where you can get delivery. So I thought that was kind of neat. You can actually see there's a little entrance exit thing here where you can go in through here. I don't think there's any actual redstone work there. He just kind of pops the block loose or something. Let's see. I believe these two plots are still available. Let's see here. Yep, that one's available, that one's available, and I believe that back one's available. This here is, so far it's just kind of a, what they call a facade, I guess. It's two walls. It's Diamented's place. I really hope he comes back to finish this build. It's a really good build. It's been like this for a little while, but I am hoping he comes back to finish it because I do like the look of it, and I would love to see what it looks like when it's all finished. But as you can see, there's no inside or anything to it yet. So yeah, we'll go back over this way. And this building here is my brother's building, aka Bird. Bird 981977. But yeah, we'll go take a peek inside it real quick. As you can see, you can tell what kind of blocks he had use of to start with. Basically your redstone, your lapis, and smooth stone, or stone brick anyways. Collected a little brick there, made a little fireplace. That looks nice. As we go up the staircase here, you can tell he had some cords to work with. He probably went to the nether, collected some of that. And the fireplace continues up through here, which is neat looking. Some nice little formations in the walls here. Little areas to walk out, although he does kind of run into this big place. That is one of the things that I'm going to talk about just shortly real quick, and that is on the next, we're going to be redoing our map for 1.7. And in 1.7, we're not going to do plots quite like this. That way, if people want to do nice big builds like this, they don't have to worry about walking out their door and seeing a big old build right out their door. Because I know that's something that we had discussed, and I didn't really want people to build too high, but I had told them that as long as it looks good, they could build as tall as they wanted. But yeah, I think next time we're going to like scatter out and not really do plots and let people go within a 500 block radius anywhere they want in each direction. So that'll be something where you can just go get your own little spot, and you can either choose to live there permanently, well, not permanently, but I mean, settle down for a little while and stuff. Out this way he has a pretty good view. You can see most of the space here. We'll head back down, and I think we're going to wrap it up after we go take a quick peek at the nether hub. So let's go down this way. Oop. Well, go through the door, don't derp. Oh jeez, can't make it through the door. Go, there we go. Alright, so you can go back around this way. You can see these plots are still, that plot and those two over there are still open, like I said. And back this way, I'm thinking we're going to do some kind of marketplace eventually, maybe, depending on how long it's going to be before the reset. We have the arena we're working on over that way, and I thought of maybe doing like a games area over that way maybe sometime. Not sure. Again, it's going to be depending on how long we have before the reset. You saw the little nether building here. That chest over there is for armor and stuff for the arena. On the inside, you can see we got lava. That's also in the one over there in the spawn area. It's just a nice little touch. We've got these lava fountains here that I think worked out really nice. Me and Lee Smith built this here. Kind of my idea, and then the both of us worked on it together. And we went back and forth on some different ideas that we wanted to make sure it turned out really nice, and I wanted to have like this arch feel to it, and we both knew that it needed to have a dark feel to it since it is in the nether, of course. And I think it worked out really well. We have some quartz here that we used for the center, and a few blocks here. Each section has rows that go out, and this is something that I really wanted to focus on for different people. And I'll do a little peek into each row here so you can see who's decorated their lanes and stuff. But I wanted each person to be able to have their own little special feel for their tunnel, and so that each person could actually choose a different tunnel if they wanted to. And if they just so happen to go down the same tunnel, they just put their name on the thing here, and just know, first person that gets in the tunnel kind of has the choice to decorate it. But you can see this is Aqua, Sunoco, Katie, and Bird, which of course Bird joined kind of late, and so his is further down that way. This is Camels. We have some that aren't even taken yet. We have Roll Miners. He went out this way. Mine and Wish, which I mostly did this. You guys can go back on a couple series and streams and see where I worked on that. Let's see, we have one here. This is Dawn's. He really didn't work on his too much yet. Lee Smith's, and quite a few other people that lived down this way. This turned out really nice. I was actually around when Lee was building that, and I think it turned out really good. It's a nice, simple build, but has a good look to it. And down this way we have Lee, Co, let's see, Bad Zad, Pokemon, and Squeakers, which they all originally started, except for Bad Zad, all of them originally started at the area where Amberground City is, and then Pokemon and Squeakers have kind of moved off onto their own little place now. Over here we have Frozzy, Smilarn, and Sedaj. And they haven't done too much with theirs yet, but they have been working on it. Let's see, these aren't used. We have Pony Dude and Bear Swag that have gone down this way. They did a little rail here, but they haven't decorated too much. This is one that was kind of abandoned. It's not here anymore. But there was one that was down that direction. And the person that was there decided to move. And that's it. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's about a 32-minute video or so. And, yeah, this is the first of the server tours. Next, we will probably be moving on to one of the people on the server that, you know, thinks they're ready for a tour. So, yeah, tune in next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take it easy. Remember, like, subscribe, follow, stalk, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.